Hey, what's up everybody? Alright, I'm going to redo this whole video because it's 1:53 in the morning. The date is October 14th, 2011, and I'm still getting all these texts, or actually this isn't a text, this is an email I just received just now. So you can see it came in at 1:16, but it just now beeped me about more of the Occupy information. So I want to put this video out because I don't think enough people know there's a pre-march going on tomorrow that starts at 3 till 5. At least that's when our group is going to be marching. If you want to meet up, we're going to be meeting at 424 North Central downtown. And basically, we're with the Phoenix NORML. If you guys do not know what NORML is, I would just let you go ahead and look into that yourself. It's a pretty well-known nationwide activist group that focuses on certain specific topics. And I don't have to say too much more. But anyhow, if you guys want to hang out or come say hi or come get high, that's where we're going to be. And I had a video I just put up that went like 15 minutes, so I know that everybody's attention span is only like going to be worth a few minutes, and I'm already at 2, so let's see if I can get this in the next 13 so you don't have to watch 3 videos, since that's what I just recorded. Basically, in Phoenix we have a problem. We have a new law that has been implemented by our citizens that basically is not being, let's just say the cops in this town are not going to have it, and the governor has put a stop on the whole basically program that was implemented. So we have a lot of people getting busted, and all my good friends have all been arrested in the last week, 2 weeks, and just most recent one yesterday. See if I can pull that email up for you. I'm going to drop my camera because I don't want you guys to get my email addresses here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So the club was raided, and nevertheless, it's just one more thing that has come up in this never-ending battle of just rights being violated. So I think that with that being said, I want to make some documentation video right now, because if they come to my house or my place of business to shut me down or take any type of strong arm recourse, that I definitely will find myself in an offensive position. And if something happens to me, there's only one person on the internet here who understood what all my channels were about, and that is Shepard over at the Intel Hub. YouTube channel is not for sale to NWO. He knows everything that I'm talking about, so if something happens, I have already Skyped him, and he's kind of got my go-ahead to tell more people my story. But I've been an activist my whole life. Since I can ever remember, I've gone against the system. I've definitely never paid into the system, being the tax system or anything like that. I've never ever, in all of my incorporated businesses, some of which had 70 employees, never once have I just bared with it and tried to be normal like everybody else, because I knew my money, that $10,000 payroll that I put towards my employees that week, I would rather pay them, most of whom I paid cash, thank God, I would rather see their family have that money than the government. Now, this would not be the issue I'm discussing now in regards to my situation currently, but living as an outlaw, you tend to do things. And when people hear you say, oh, you're an outlaw, that's not necessarily always a bad thing. I mean, just so you know, in my endeavors, and this is something that can be backed up by my friends, and I'm very well known in this city for what I have done through my groups and community, and through very large, well-known groups throughout the nation. So they know about my philanthropy, and they know the things that we've done with our money. And just because we say we're outlaws doesn't mean that we're big, bad, rough and tumble guys that do things that harm people. Quite opposite. In fact, we fuck the system, and then we give all that money back to people that need it within our community. I started out in doing homeless food drives with $500 of my own money, and by the time I turned over the project to another project leader because I had better things to go, or bigger things to go and do, we were getting donations each month for those projects of upwards to $5,000. Along with some of our business activities and the things that we were able to do with our legitimate storefront businesses, we were able to feed a lot of that money back in the community, doing a lot of different things. In the end, I ended up taking charity into little, well, I took interest in Children's St. Luke's children's ward for the terminally ill children, and donating our monies and resources to programs that would basically give those kids something special. Now, on another note, you know, we all have to find what's right in our heart, and I'm not a bad person. I've never ever maliciously done anything to harm another individual in my life, and if I've ever I felt done harm to somebody, I've always apologized for the things I've done, tried to be a better or bigger person about it. So, if something happens to me and I die in the next few days due to a stupid, unwarranted police raid, then so be it. But I will state this. I'm proud to say that I was able to start Arizona's first, well, I was the person that was on, okay, well, let's just say this. The YouTube channel I had here, some of you guys will know if I state the name, but we were helping Arizona defend our borders with this whole border battle bullshit. And I helped basically organize the first big militia group to go down there and keep an eye on it, and it's still active today. Now, our unit and our guys don't, there's still a few of them that are doing it, but they're not doing it with our group, they're doing it with another group. But there's a lot of other groups now that are legitimately going down and helping with border work. So anytime I've ever felt that there was a need or cause or whatever, I've always jumped right in there, and I put my ass fucking straight up on the line. I've done radio interviews, I've done stuff on YouTube, like, you know, I mean, it doesn't faze me to do what I think is right, and I have no fear about it. I grew up racing motocross at the age of 4, jumping huge jumps, so maybe that has something to do with it. Who knows? But I'm a very passionate, and I'm a very, you know, caring individual that looks out for the interest of others, not for the interest of what everyone, the majority, thinks is to be, you know, set in stone law of the land. I've never felt or lived my life that way. I stand up for what's right, and I will stand up for people if they're being treated unjustly. That brings me to this Occupy movement. I feel that this is our tipping point. This is our revolution that we've all waited for. The numbers are growing. I will be in Phoenix. Occupy March pre-rally tomorrow with the Phoenix Normal chapter, and we will be there at 3 p.m. and basically there is a pre-march on Friday, and then the actual march is on Saturday. But I really want to encourage you guys to try to, if you can make it to our pre-march tomorrow. It's at 424 North Central downtown, and that's downtown Phoenix. And we're going to start marching there. If you don't meet us there, you're late. We're going to march till 5 around the bank buildings, and we're going to end up hopefully around the Channel 12 newsroom when we're done. Now, this is with Phoenix Normal and obviously the people who are responsible for getting the Occupy Phoenix movement together. Now, I spoke with this evening the director of that, or one of the community directors of it. There's many directors of this thing, but one of the girls that was at our meeting tonight, and if I had time in this, I would clip her husband's speech into this video, but I don't think I'm gonna. This movement's great. You guys need to come out and support the pre-march. It's gonna be big. I mean, I can't explain. I was even at a bar. This, first off, the meeting I'm speaking of was up in North Phoenix at Bell Road and the 101. To give you an idea geographically, if you're in Phoenix and you know these areas. And I was all the way down after that at probably 1 in the morning at the I-10 and Chandler Boulevard at a restaurant with another group of people who had no association with the first group. And the first group was an activist group. The second group was just friends that I was running into randomly at a place. But the interesting fact is that when we were speaking at the second event, where it was kind of like in a different type of atmosphere around general public, everybody, and I'm talking everybody that we were around, was hearing what we were talking about and then instantly jumping into our tables conversation. So it was really good to see that energy and atmosphere. And I'll tell you what, I'm so pumped up. It's 2 in the morning and I should be sleeping because I've got 12 hours before I'm hitting it. And I can't even think about it because I want to just document. I have no fucking clue what's going to happen. All of my friends, let me state this, all of my friends, with the exception of a few, have been arrested in the last few days. Okay? This is the elites. They're freaking out, guys. This shit's happening and they're tripping out because it's going down. This is your revolution. Pick up your signs, pick up your banners, pick up your American flags. I'm going to be taking all kinds of stuff out there tomorrow. That's for getting ripped down off the wall. We've got 5 American flags. We have all kinds of gear we're going to hand out for an impressive photo op. Yeah, it's going to be live. And the media might not want to cover it, but we will definitely be streaming video until they knock this fucking camera out of my hands. By God, that's all I can say is I will go out, die trying. I will be like fucking David and fucking Goliath. And if you guys don't know what David and Goliath, the story of David and Goliath goes like this. Goliath was a giant, and David was just a little boy who took a slingshot and a stone. He knocked out Goliath. Hit him right between the fucking eyes. Well, I'm going to be like David and Goliath because I'm just a little guy. But you know what? We're not going to put up with people getting knocked the fuck out and beat up and shit. I mean, that is just not going to happen, guys. I'm going out there with some fucking members of the Militia Corps, ex-members of the United States Marine Corps, ex-members of the United States fucking Air Force, and they've said they ain't going to put up with that shit. It is going to be peaceful until they push us to be violent. I don't promote that, and I don't want that. But please, if you guys are in the area, and I've already gotten messages from people all the way from New Mexico coming out for this. If people from New Mexico can make it, you can make it down. You can do this. You have no excuse. This is your time to take back your fucking country. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I've got like 5 other videos to make for several different YouTube channels and other blogs and other fucking, I've got an association that's all over Arizona that has to be addressed in the next 24 hours before I take off for this march, because who knows if I fucking come back. So peace, guys. Love you. Stay safe. Talk to you soon.